welcome back to my channel. Welcome here. If you're stopping by for the first time, I really hope that you subscribe. So I'm just gonna go straight to the content of the video, and I'm just gonna be talking about 10 set of things that you will be needing for your F1 visa interview. This is me speaking based off of experience and general research, because it's not just about my own experience but also other people's experience and other people's recommendations from their own experience as well. So I'm just going to go ahead. So the number one thing that you definitely need to take to your F1 visa interview is your passport. That's your passport document, which is basically your form of identity, and also where your visa will be stamped. Your passport has to be valid for at least 6 months from the date of your travel. So let's say you're traveling in June, your passport must be valid, you know, for like, let's say December or like January of the following year. Must be valid up to and probably past that day. And also wanted to add that you definitely should bring with you older passports. Let's say your current passport is a renewed passport, so you want to bring the older ones with you that already expired, because you just never know if they will need it just for, you know, information. And also if you have a travel history or something like that, you probably have older visas in your older passport, so you might want to bring that because it might actually help you. But the main thing is that your current passport must be valid for at least 6 months from the date of travel. The second document that you definitely want to bring with you to your F1 visa interview is your passport photograph. First of all, it's important to remember that, or to know if you've not found out, that when you fill your form online to, you know, apply for your visa and all of that, you have to upload a passport at the end of your application, and there's a specific dimension that will be presented to you. I would probably put it up in this video so you'll see what the dimension is if you haven't looked at it. However, sometimes the thing doesn't work. Maybe the passport dimension is not perfect, or, you know, just something might go wrong. You're not able to just get a picture up on your portal for some reason. So in that case, this will definitely come in handy when you bring your passport photograph to the embassy with you during your visa interview. My advice, which is what I did, is to take your passport photograph. You should go to a photograph center where the people have experience in taking pictures, or I mean passport photographs for visa application processes, especially for US visa application. That way it would save you the stress of, you know, trying to give them the right dimension in a way that they're not going to mess it up or anything. When they take the passport photograph for you, you want to ask them to send you a soft copy to your email, or to upload it in a, you know, disk, flash drive, or whatever, so that way when you fill your application form, you're able to upload it by yourself, and that saves you any form of stress. And you still also have the hard copy that you can take with you on visa interview day, just in case for any reason. So the number 3 thing that you definitely want to bring to your visa interview is your confirmation page. That's your visa interview confirmation page. So basically you get this after filling your form and paying the fees that you need to pay. So you get like a confirmation page that shows the location and every information that you will need. You would definitely want to have that with you on that day. It's good to have the hard copy, which is like the real copy that you print out, and it's also good to have like photocopies that you make just for you to keep for the record. Then number 4 thing that you want to bring with you on your visa interview day is your receipts, your visa fee receipts and your service fee receipts. So the service fee receipts will be available to you after you pay your service fee, depending on how you pay your service fee. If someone pays it for you, like maybe from here in the United States, or you pay through your country, whatever, so you want to have your service fee receipt with you. And you're also going to have your visa fee receipt. Usually you pay at the bank or online too. You can pay online with your card or whatever, depending on your country and the rules and all of that. That's that. Then number 5 thing that you must bring with you for your visa interview is your I-20. You get your I-20 right after you get admitted into your school. They would send it to you via mail, because you definitely always have the hard copy of your I-20, and you can make copies for yourself, like I always say. But you must have the hard copy on your visa interview day, because on your I-20 is where you have your college information, your tuition information, your major. If you have a scholarship, it's going to be on your I-20. So you have to bring your I-20 with you. Number 6 item that you must bring is your admission letter from your school. So usually your admission letter would be sent to you with your I-20. That's via mail. When you initially get accepted into a school, they would send you via email, you know, your admission letter, like, oh, you know, you've been accepted and all of that stuff. But after that, they end up sending you stuff by mail, which is hard copy stuff to your actual physical address. So that's where you have your I-20 and your admission letter. So you must take your admission letter with you to your interview. This is also the part where you have to take your notification of a scholarship or anything that you get, any form of a letter that you get that has to do with your admission, with your scholarship, with your waiver. Maybe you get a tuition waiver or something like that. Then you definitely want to take the hard copies of all of these documents. Number 7 thing that you need to take with you are your academic transcripts, degrees, certificates, things like that that are relevant to your visa application. So like your high school transcript, your degree from maybe your first degree if you are going for master's or, you know, grad school, and things like that. You want to take those with you. And here you're going to take the hard copy of those documents because they might want to see it at that moment during your interview. And usually you would have used these things to apply to your school anyway, so you definitely have to take them for your visa interview. The next thing I'm going to tell you that you need to take is your IELTS and your SATs results, you know, all those exams that you do, TOEFL, those kind of things. You definitely must take your result with you. They might ask for it, they might not ask for it. This list are basically just all supporting documents that you could be asked for during your interview. When you speak, you might say something about your result, so you want to have your result with you. This part is definitely very important. You need to take your financial documents with you. There are various forms of documents that could represent financial support for you. It could be a bank statement that includes like a support letter from maybe a family member that's going to support your studies. It could also be like a proof of a loan that you got that's going to support your studies. It could be a business, proof of a business that somebody that's sponsoring you, or you, if you're sponsoring yourself, that you're gonna have to prove to them that, hey, this is the business I'm using to support my education and stuff like that. Just basically any form of thing that's gonna prove that you're gonna be fine financially during your time of studies. Finally, this set of documents that you want to take, this is very vague, it's not specific. It's more of just any form of supporting document that you think will be relevant to your interview and to the things that you're going to say. If you haven't watched my video where I spoke about my visa interview experience, I'm gonna show you up there so you can click it and go check it out. But I did mention that during my time of break between high school and college, these were the things that I did during that time. I talked about fashion school, I talked about going to French school, I talked about things like that. Now, because I knew I was going to talk about these things if they asked me, I definitely took with me my certificate from fashion school. I took with me my certificate from French school because I knew that they could have said, oh, show us that you really went to fashion school, or show us that you really went to French school. They didn't ask me, but they could have. And you know, there are situations like that where they ask you to prove something, and you don't want a case where they'll tell you, oh, because we can't prove that you really did these things, we don't trust you, because they don't know you. They need to see something that proves what you're saying is true. So they may be like, oh, you have to come back, or we need to do more investigation, and that's just going to make your case complicated. So you want to avoid that by bringing anything that's going to support whatever you say. For example, I also said that my dad passed away. I took with me my dad's death certificate. So they didn't ask for it, but they could have asked that, okay, where's the proof that your dad passed away? Show us the proof. Anything that's going to make your life less complicated on that day, you want to take with you. So that's why here I said it's very not specific. So basically that's the thing with F1 visa documents. There's the list that everybody must have, which is like the passport and your I-20 and things like that. But then there's the other things where you have to kind of use your own initiative in terms of the things that you're going to say to figure out what else you're going to add to the minimum list that you're going to have with you. If you're confused about oh, do I need to take this document, I'm not sure, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to respond to you based on your situations. So that's pretty much it for this list. I will just see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff to support me and keep me coming back. See you guys.